Red Door Den Training Center. What's up, guys, gals? Greg Hogue, back in the den. Wanted to make this video today replying to Johnny 101's message to me on my jump video from yesterday. And I've got to say, Johnny, I really appreciate you reaching out to me, and it meant a lot to me. That's why I want to make sure today that I made this video. So, give a little shout out to some of the sponsors that help make the Red Door Den Training Center tour possible. Pawn Sharks, Newcastle, Oklahoma. They're open until midnight. A wholesale price on everything. Tell them Red Door Den sent you. Solids and Stripes, OKC, Mr. Stephen Summers. Got a great big supply store. Check him out. Tell him Red Door Den sent you. Tell everybody I talk about, tell him Red Door Den sent you. Thomas Van Eck and the IQ. We are the only official IQ dealer in Oklahoma. You want an IQ, you want to improve your game? Hit me, Dr. Roo up. Check out an IQ. Check out the YouTube channel. I want to say thank you to every single one of you guys and gals that make the comments, that ask questions, that subscribe to the channel. Really appreciate it. We're trying to get to 1,000 subscribers, so I know it takes a little bit of time. But click the bell icon in the corner right. Dr. Roo and myself really appreciate it. Really would. So Johnny 101 tells me that he can get over the ball. No big thing. Get over the ball fine. But accuracy, it's out the window. So as soon as that touched me right, that pulled on my heartstrings, right? So I wanted to make this video today, talking a little bit about how, and this is me personally. I don't know if this is what I teach. If what I teach is wrong, I'm sorry. It works for me, and I'm seeing improvement from students that are willing to stick with what with our program. So when you tell me, Johnny, that you get over the ball, but you're not making any of them, that kind of tells me that there's an alignment issue, and there's an issue with going through on the follow through with the shot. So I'm going to talk a little bit about how I line the shot up. Some of you guys might think I'm crazy, but this is how I do it. So when I come up to the shot, I'm always going to address the shot. You see me, if you see me compete, you see any of my videos, I always address the shot. It looks like I can tee off on a golf shot, but I'm addressed this way for a reason. If I had another camera guy, he would be zeroing down on my foot right now and how it's lined up. It's lined up through the center of the cue ball, it's going to be like through the center of the 8 ball. I'm not looking towards the back of the pocket or any of that stuff, right? I'm looking to my target area. That's where I'm looking. So I get lined up. Like I said, I'm square. If I had a cameraman, you could see that the cue stick is square across the tips of both my feet. So when I pivot, because you can't fall down like this, right? Can't do it, right? You've got to adjust the feet. So when I adjust, and you've got to find your distance. Make sure you get a good distance, because on a jump shot, distance is everything. Because you don't want to be all hunkered in on top of that sucker, because you can't make a great follow through. Execute a great shot. So, like I was saying, find your distance. I'm like if my foot was on a hinge, and it could go forward, it would shoot that sucker straight in the hole, right? So we got to pivot. I find my distance. I pivot. See, I'm a little far away. Too far away. Got to come forward just a touch. Just a touch. Want to come forward. So pivot, and you'll notice that I'm following the cue ball down. I'm not looking at the 3. The 3's in my, the 8. The 8's in my line of sight. I'll follow the 8 down until I get to the cue ball. Once I get to the cue ball, I'm looking at the cue ball, nothing else. and I'm going to make sure that that tip is dialed in on where it's going to strike. Then I'm going to look up. 1, 2, pop-a-roo. The jump shot's not difficult. It's not if you train it the right way. Now that was with the extension. It was with the extension. We take the extension off, and it's literally, we want to, the extensions for when they're, I won't jump a ball if they're, you know, any tighter than that, right there, any tighter than that. I won't jump it. I will jump this though, and it's the same thing, same address, same cradle position on the butt of the cue. You want to pivot, ball straight down into it. Then I'm looking at the cue ball. Now I'm going to look up. 1, 2, pop-a-roo. I really believe that this is for me. But if it works for me, it can work for somebody else. Once you get lined up, once your address is correct, and you pivot and you fall down, you keep your eye on that cue ball, because you're already in line with where it's going to go. If you're aimed right in the air, and we do, and at least for me, I do all my aiming in the air, you're not going to see me adjust down on the ball. So, like I say, I'm going to do it again. Pivot. I've watched the 8 come down. Now I'm on the cue ball. And I'm not going to look up until I know that's where the tip's going to connect. 1, 2, pop-a-roo. So, Johnny 101. I hope this helps your jumping game. My address, my approach is a little unorthodox for most. It's real easy for most just to fumble up there and shoot the shot. So you'll find that my address, like I said, is a little strange, a little unorthodox, but it's successful for me, and I'm seeing some success with some students that are training the ways that we teach here at the Red Door Den. So I'm Greg Hogue, and this is the Red Door Den Training Center. Check out the jump videos. Check out the sponsors we mentioned earlier: Pawn Sharks, Solids and Stripes, Thomas Vanek and the IQ. Check it out on Facebook. Check out the Red Door Den Training Center page. We can track the analytics if you go to the page. We'd really, really appreciate it on Facebook. Started posting some stuff on Instagram as well. Really appreciate it if you guys check it out. Really looking to get those subscribers on YouTube as well. Really could use them. Really appreciate you tuning in for this video. I'm going to talk to you guys real soon. And thank you, Johnny 101, for your comment. Really appreciate it, brother.